The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Devin Blake. And from Paris, France, weighing in at 164 pounds, Gene.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Taking it like a champ. Right on the chin. That's the sound of a door closing. I'm a door closer, you know, I get it done. Just like Mike. Alright, alright, alright. Got to leave work early again. So we're pumping these out. Oh, copyright. We're just gonna keep pumping them out. I'm an episode pumper. As I paste the link to this thing we're doing here in the Discord. Oh man, people are talking about this this whole Ukraine thing. Huh, I didn't think World War III would be such a big deal. I was wrong. I was wrong. Just like Stink. Stink was wrong. Alright, let's get this let's get the chat up. I don't know how many chatters are going to be chatting today. But we'll see. As this is not a weekend, this is a Friday. It's a Friday. This is not a normal stream time. It doesn't matter. As long as we pump them out, they're canon. If it happens, it happened. The canon is what matters. If a bear shits in the wood and no one is there to smell it, the bear still shit in the woods. And that's a shoot, brother. The card is in the Discord, as usual. Let's see. The Green New Deal Queef Club trios already took place. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on this. I am back. Welcome, Chris2K. In the chat, I see you. As we're kicking things off with The Friend. The Fiend and Austin Dynamite will go one-on-one on my next stream on the Bloody Hell pay-per-view. It will be a submission match between those two men. Will the Fiend be able to submit Austin Dynamite? Will Austin Dynamite be able to submit the Fiend? Is either thing possible? We're not sure. I see you too. It's nice to see you, Chris. I see you too. What does that mean? Anyway, whoa, right off the bat, The Friend taking down Jean de la Fouque. Jean de la Fouque has the Holy Order at ringside, Devin DKO, and Chris. Of course, the Venom Tag Team titles will become the Trios titles. Just have to see. Cesaro left WWE. Yes, we have to see who wins the Trios tournament. Cesaro left WWE. Yes, Claudio Castagnoli. He will stop using the name Cesaro. Stop using his slave name. Go back to being Claudio. I am a big Cesaro fan. It is worth noting that Cesaro is the only man to have held all 4 top championships. He is a former Venom champion, Solar champion, and Universal champion, as well as RWF Grand champion. The only man to hold all 4 of those titles. So, you know, it's very clear I'm Cesaro Mark, and I would love to see Cesaro, obviously in AEW, because that's what I watch the most, but I believe he would be able to have the best matches in New Japan, maybe New Japan Strong. I would love to get Cesaro in the G1. Claudio Castagnoli in the G1 would be crazy. You got John Moxley in the G1. That's a crazy thing that happened. What happened to the screen? Well, what happened to the screen is The Friend. The Fiend, all of his matches, as soon as he blows out his lantern, the arena is caked in red. That's just what happens with these Fiend matches. Jean de la Fouque is in the Fiend's realm now. Jean de la Fouque from behind. Reversal by the Fiend. Vertical suplex. Down goes Jean. Chris, have you watched, what's happened? Oh, what's it called? Yeah. So I guess news-wise, the biggest thing is Claudio Cesaro leaving the WWE. And Buddy Matthews is All Elite. Yes, did you watch Dynamite? Buddy Matthews is a really good wrestler. Like, AEW is actually quickly living up to the name All Elite Wrestling, or at least with the men's side, and everyone is actually very good. And you could argue that's bloat. How are you going to accommodate all these people? But if your mid-card is main eventers, I don't know, that makes you look pretty good, I think. But yeah, I guess the challenge is going to be keeping everyone happy, right? Because everyone is going to think they deserve to be at the top of the card, and it's because they're all like top card talents. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I really like the way AEW is going, and I like that Cesaro leaving WWE, man. That's cool because he'll get to have phenomenal matches in New Japan or AEW or wherever he ends up. Apparently, Control Your Narrative I thought was going to be like an indie faction with EC3 and Braun Strowman and stuff, but apparently it is a promotion, so he could end up there. If I'm Control Your Narrative, I hear Cesaro's free, I try to scoop that guy up, and I give him all the titles. There is the Sister Abigail from Bray Wyatt. On the 22-22, nothing happened to the internet. Yes, I noticed that. But, a couple days later, we got to talk about the whole Ukraine invasion, so that's fun. And the Fiend has put away Jean de la Fouque. Going into what's the thing we're doing? Oh yeah, Bloody Hell. The next stream, the next pay-per-view is Bloody Hell. This is the last stream before the pay-per-view. I'm hoping to stream it this weekend, but this weekend is going to be very crazy for me because I'm moving into a new apartment. I might not be able to stream Bloody Hell this weekend. It could be a next weekend kind of thing. But Bloody Hell, it's already filmed, if I can break kayfabe for a second. Bloody Hell is going to be I think a very good show. I think people are going to be very happy with Bloody Hell. Especially the 3 Hell in a Cell matches on the show, which are the Solar Championship match, Universal match, and the Venom title. A big win for the Friend, as well as, of course, the submission match between The Fiend and Austin Dynamite. Russia versus Ukraine. Yes, Chris, a lot going on in the world. As we get into the next match of the show. This is the Venom Championship on the line. Of course, at Bloody Hell, it was scheduled to be Jason Youngblood defending against the man he beat for the title, although it was not in singles competition. It was in the Horror Games match. Big Match John, but tonight, Jason Youngblood has to prove he can defend the Venom Championship against Little Match John first. Of course, Johnny Gargano. Of course, if Little Match John wins the Venom Championship tonight, then it will be a triple threat at the pay-per-view. Little Match John, Big Match John, and Jason Youngblood. So we could see an implosion of the NWO, perhaps, if Little Match Johnny is able to win tonight. Or he could hand the title over to Big Match John, a la Finger Poke of Doom. We will see. The men will have to take care of Jason Youngblood in the cell first, and that's assuming Little Match Johnny can defeat Jason Youngblood here tonight. Of course, Satoshi Kojima has valiantly led the NWO in the absence of Big Match John, who of course is making his big match return, at Bloody Hell. And here he comes. Jason Youngblood, a third of that incredible main event at Survival Series. Unsuccessful in winning that match. Lance Uppercut got the win for Roar. But hey, Youngblood was not pinned. Worth noting. The RUW Venom champion Jason Youngblood coming out to the ring with his bodyguard Bulletproof Cruz. I am scared of World War III. Well, Chris, you live in Germany, right? So I would be scared if I were you too. Because Germany seems to be at the center of all these world wars. Well, historically, there have been 4 wars I would consider world wars. And Germany was the center of all 4 of them. You got the 30 Years' War. Holy Roman Empire / Germany was the center of it. You got the 7 Years' War. Austria and Prussia, i.e. German land, was the center of it. The Great War, or World War One. Yeah, Germany was the center of that war. Quite literally. And the same thing in World War Two. So yeah, if I'm a German and I smell a world war coming, I'm a little scared. But here comes the Venom champion, Jason Youngblood. His second reign as Venom champion. Won the title back at Horror Games, defended in a triple threat at Beach Blast, defended at Deus Volt against Crusader Craig. He's defended the title on Venom weekly shows, not pay-per-views, multiple times against members of the NWO. Including tonight, he will have to defend that championship against Johnny Gargano, the first RWF Grand Champion. He is a former RWF Cruiserweight Champion. Of course, if we talk about WWE, NXT, and IRLs, he is, of course, a former NXT Champion as well, and North American Champion. Johnny Gargano is a threat to the reign of Jason Youngblood and could throw a curveball in that Hell in a Cell match at Bloody Hell. The other two matches are confirmed to be one-on-one. This Hell in a Cell match for the Venom Championship could be a triple threat. Should be very cool to see a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. If Johnny, Little Match John, can defeat Jason Youngblood. The Bear says, hey! But let's talk about other things. Yes, let's not talk about World War III and Germany and the Ukraine and Russia and Bhutan. Let's talk about the Bear showing up in the chat. Let's talk about Dynamite last night. No, excuse me, 2 nights ago, and Rampage tonight. I thought the Dynamite show was had some really great stuff on it, but overall, it didn't hit too hard. You got the great Bryan Danielson, Danny Garcia match. You got a promo from MJF that everyone seems to love. I wasn't crazy, but who cares about World War III anyway? We can't do shit about it. This is big facts. They even know it's like ECW One Night Stand. Well, it is based off of the Hammerstein Ballroom, so that is why it looks like that. Got the MJF promo with CM. I guess not two CM Punk. Just there was an MJF promo. There was an Eddie Kingston Chris Jericho promo. I thought the promo work on the show was pretty good. I thought overall the show wasn't like a great watch as much as it was a great build. It was a good build show for Revolution. It was a run-of-the-mill Dynamite. Yes, it wasn't super great, but it was really great at its job in that it built Revolution pretty well, I'd say. I hope... Obviously, you want to build a Revolution with all of the next coming shows, but this show was specifically just build to Revolution. I hope we get a show that is very good on its own right as well soon, on the road to Revolution. I don't want them all to just strictly be build, nothing too interesting on them. Jeff Roman and Kingston Jericho promos were best segments for sure. I thought Jericho was very good. And I've seen people saying that, like, oh, Eddie Kingston destroyed him. No, I don't think he did. And I don't think people realize that, yeah, Jericho's job was to get over Eddie Kingston. And I think the fact so many people don't realize that is proof that he did his job very well. How are you, says Chris. Yeah, we got Chris and Chris here. We got Chris 2K and Chris Dabears. Anyway, Johnny Gargano now going for the arm breaker here on Youngblood. Jason Youngblood was the third man to ever hold the Venom Championship. Now holds it a second time. Nice DDT from Johnny. Johnny Reddit, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, Little Match John, Little Match Johnny, whatever you want to call him, is the former Cruiserweight Champion on RWF, as well as the first RWF Grand Champion. Put some respect on the name, Mr. Garganis. The next stream will be Bloody Hell. We got those 3 Hell in a Cell matches, as I've said. Should be good stuff. Revolution, honestly, has potential to be a phenomenal pay-per-view. Yeah, I can't imagine it being better than All Out. Like, All Out was one of the greatest things I've ever seen with my eyes. The greatest thing anyone has ever injected in my eyes, maybe. Dude, Satoshi, like, there's matches that happen that no one talks about, or that were also phenomenal. Like, I love Satoshi Kojima John Moxley. That was sick. And then Minoru Suzuki came out. That happened on that show. Oh my lord, what a stacked show. Yeah, Eddie Kingston Miro. I think that was the first match on the card. It was just a great show. Anyway, Revolution. Yes. And then Full Gear was great too, don't get me wrong. Full Gear was great. But, yeah, Revolution I think is going to be good. Barbed Wire Explosion Deathmatch in Revolution was not good. I think it was very good up until the end. I think it was a very good match, a very smart match, up until the end, when things didn't go how they should have gone. But that was not Moxley's fault, and that was not Omega's fault. I think in-ring it was very good. Speaking of very good in-ring, beautiful reversal of the Exploder Suplex. Johnny Gargano just rolls him up twice in a row, almost winning the title. Youngblood forced to kick out from the small package, and then that crucifix from behind. Johnny Gargano going for the donut. Hurt. Shit, even Kenny vs. Christian was a good match. I thought that was a great match. I thought that was really good. I thought both, the Christian feud was the best, like, that was the best part of the Kenny run, in my opinion. I know that is heresy. It's supposed to be the Hangman stuff, which I did think was good too. But I think both Christian Omega matches, the promos with Don Callis and all that, I thought that was the best part of the Kenny Omega reign, was the Christian stuff, which almost didn't happen. And thank God that Hangman told Tony he had to, like, be a dad because he was a new father. He took some time off. Thank God that happened because it gave us the Christian feud. I loved all that. I'm watching a movie right now. What movie are you watching, Chris? Look at this. Locks in the, what's that called? The Border City Stretch. Does Gargano. A move stolen from Alex Shelley. Johnny Gargano's entire moveset is stolen from Alex Shelley. The Motor City Machine Guns fame. Along with Chris Sabin. They are two phenomenal wrestlers. A phenomenal tag team that I hope one day does at least some kind of special appearance on AEW. Dude, if we get the Motor City Machine Guns and the Briscoes in AEW at some point, oh my god, that tag division is already stacked, but imagine how stackier it could get. I think Hangman winning the title getting delayed actually made it way better. Yes, I agree. Look at this. Sorry, little match, Johnny. But you used to hit a blood clot from the Venom champion. Cover here by Youngblood. Too bad Hangman's title run will never be anywhere near as good as Kenny's. Well, yeah, okay. Kenny had Don Callis, and heel promos are easier, and I actually thought that he was a very good character. I liked autistic Kenny that was groomed by evil groomer Don Callis. I thought the shtick worked very well, and it was good, and the belt collector stuff. Hangman is just not a great promo, and he gets mogged on the mic by, like, everyone. Like, everyone he's been up against completely destroys him on the mic. And then they had Jake the Snake and Dan Lambert come out to destroy him even more. Or not destroy him, but just be better than him. 21 Jump Street is a good movie. But the thing about Hangman is, one, the crowd already likes him. Two, he's got the Dark Order stuff. And three, all three of his defenses so far have been fucking amazing. So I think that's what he's really leaning on. It is hard with old Hanger. When you have Bryan Danielson cutting better promos than you, Dan Lambert coming out, Jake the Snake, and now Adam Cole. It's hard for old Hanger. But I think the match quality alone, and he's a pretty big guy, which helps. Helps him look like a big badass threat guy. And he's up against smaller dudes like Danielson and Cole, especially Cole is very tiny. To the point, unfortunately, we call him Atom Small because he's the size of an atom. ATOM. Anyway, here comes Austin Dynamite. Austin Dynamite versus Bray Wyatt. The rubber match this season. Submission match at Bloody Hell between those two. Oh, in-ring Hangman's great. It's just the promo storyline shit I don't see from him. Yes, I agree. Like, I didn't really like Hangman that much until kind of recently. Like, I'm completely sold on him in-ring. Like, that happened more recently, too, though. Like, in-ring, he's phenomenal. He's very good. He's not as good as, like, Omega and Danielson, obviously. But, he wrestles a different style. And he should. It will make him more unique for him to have that brawler style with the technical edge thrown in there, too. He should keep his brawler, like... When he does the like moonsault, he does flying stuff, but it's like pretty basic. It's mostly he'll jump off something and do a clothesline, and I think that's good. I think that helps him stand out from other people because no one else does those jumping moves just to do a clothesline besides like Kane. It's more unique, even though it is more basic, and it fits his character better. So anyway, I think he definitely deserves the title though, and I get why people like him so much. Do you know the movie 21 Jump Street? Yes, I do, and my name's Jeff. Here we go. This is ahead of Dynamite's match with The Fiend. First, I'll have to go through a former Swedish champion, Raul Fedeskar, man that was Venom Tag Team Champion earlier this season, before, alongside Fidel Fedeskar, they were defeated by the Holy Order. Chris DeBears in the chat, and Crusader Craig as tag partner. And here we go, front neck lock. Raul throws him off, just gets caught in another one. Vertical suplex, it looks like, from Dynamite. I'm watching it right now. Well, so speedy. Putting him against Adam Cole, who's already super over, is a bold move, though, in my opinion. I'm cool with it, because it makes sense storyline-wise. The other Adam thing is 100% true. Everyone called him that. Adam Cole was the star. But now you look at them now, and it, like... Hangman is better than Adam. Don't get me wrong, Adam Cole's very, very good on the mic. And, he's a good face for wrestling, and he's good for all that. But he is so goddamn tiny, bro. Like, imagine you put Adam Cole's chin on Hangman Adam Page. And the promos. You have the new Steve Austin. You know what I mean? Like, if you combined the Adams into one Adam, you would have a phenomenal, like, star, like, just a star. Like, Adam Page has the size. He's great in ring. But he's got a weak chin. Like, I have a more Chad chin than Hangman Page. I have a protruding chin. This man, his chin, it's concave. That's not good. Comes in. That is a weak chin. You need to get Adam Cole's Chad chin on Adam Page and his promos as well. And then you have the Ultimate Wrestler. Putting him against him. Yeah, okay. I read that already. Welcome, Speedy, by the way, to episode 68 of Venom. Bloody Hell, the pay-per-view. Our next stream will be episode 69. We could go all memes at plenty. I'm hoping to stream it this weekend. Probably won't be able to. I'm going to be super busy this weekend moving. Tonight is Rampage. What's on Rampage? I don't even know. Last week it was Jay White. Jay White, Trent Beretta. Great match. Here we go. Austin Dynamite in ring now. Speedy knows him very well. As well as Raul Fedeskar. Oh, Raul. The headlock. Then he runs away and he's frustrated. So, Speedy, how are you doing? You watching anything? On this Friday, special streaming day, because I got off work early, because of the weather shenanigans. Again. Did I get the size thing with Cole? He does look small as hell, and he's not like Danielson, where he still makes it believable he can kick your ass. Danielson, dude, he's been doing those flex triangles, his past two matches with Moriarty and Garcia. Danielson is jacked. But I will still love Adam Cole, though. He's great. No, not really. I'm just chilling, man. No problem with chilling. Sometimes it's just time to relax. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know who's not relaxed? Raul Fedescar, who just got spiked. Dyna Driver, that Gotch-style Dyna Driver from Austin Dynamite. From Betting Man. Oh my god, Raul Fedescar kicked out. That's why he's a former Swedish champion. That's why he is a former Venom Tag Team champion. Of course, the Fedescars defeated the N-Word Order, Jesus, earlier this season to win the titles. Before losing them to the current champs, Chris and Craig of the Holy Order. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna see what's on AEW Rampage card. Let's see what's on that. Oh, dude, I'm going to Battle of the Belts. I was originally gonna go to the New Japan Strong show this WrestleMania weekend. They're doing like a high noon shootout or some bullshit show. Jim Cornette is the greatest babyface in wrestling, by the way. What? Eddie Kingston's promo. What's a babyface? What's a babyface? Jim Cornette is actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. I recently started listening to him. Yeah, he's funny, but like his takes are so retarded, I had to stop. I did have a phase where I was listening to a lot of Jim Cornette though, but he is like so out of touch. I had to stop. But yes, he is hilarious. He's a very funny man, and I do not blame you for listening to his podcast. Look at this cover here by Raul. And a kick out by Dynamite. Both men saying, "What's your finisher, kid?" So I can kick out of it. Anyway, what was I saying before? I'm going to Battle of the Belts 2. I'm very happy about that. Battle of the Belts 2 is going to be at my local arena. And I'm going to watch that, inject that shit directly into my eyes. I did, yeah. I was going to go to the New Japan show because I wanted to see Minoru Suzuki live again. And, Chris Dickinson making his return there as well. Just because the New Japan show I went to was very good and very cool. But, then they announced Battle of the Belts 2 was going to be here, and I'd rather see that. Oh my god, wait. Oh, god, I should probably get my seats now, as soon as possible. I think they opened at 10 a.m., maybe it's 10 p.m. I think they're filming a Rampage and a Battle of the Belts. Look at this crossface applied here. Tapped out Jeff Hardy with this move, trying to tap out Raul Fedescar ahead of the submission match, and he does, making a point to the Fiend, who won earlier with pinfall. Looking better for Dynamite, I'd say. You get the submission victory. Although it did take him longer to defeat Raul than it took the Fiend to defeat Jean Delafou. Every AEW show I've been to was a blast. Yes, I've been to 2, and they were both great. I saw Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer for the U.S. Heavyweight IWGP Championship in a Texas Death Match. That show was great. And then I saw Hangman Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship, 60-minute draw. Also great. So those AEW shows were very fun live, and I'm hoping Battle of the Belts 2 is just as good. I don't think I've seen a TNT title match live, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get one going to that. I've seen Britt Baker. I saw Britt Baker defend against Nyla Rose. So I've seen a women's championship match. I've never seen the tag titles. I did see the Diamond Ring though. MJF and Dante Martin. That was at when he was coming too. Oh yeah, his takes suck, but that's what makes me like listening to him. Lol. Yeah, if his takes were like everyone else, I wouldn't care. That is a good point. That is a good point. Makes him stand out. I saw Sammy Guevara versus Jay Lethal live. That match was great. I did, also was great was the Ricky Starks, Jay Lethal. That was the one with the lethal injection, Rochambeau. That was crazy. The Sammy Guevara Jay Lethal match one, was that the... Was he working Sammy's leg in that one? I remember it being great, but I forget specifics. Specificals. I'm surprised, dude. Yeah, so the arena down here is actually pretty small. I'm surprised that they give this arena such big matches. Like, I'm very thankful to have gotten the 2 shows I went to. Those are like big cards, and like Winter is Coming was here. the first ever, the longest match in AEW history I got to see live. I think it's his ribs. Yes, you are correct. I saw, yeah, that was a good match. Jay Lethal's always great because Sammy was selling the injury like he legit got hurt. Yes, that is the one. And here we go. At Survival Series, the winner of the Interpromotional Battle Royale was No Hope. And he got to choose a title match, and he chose the Venom Tag Team titles. Chris and Crusader Craig will have to defend against the Asylum's No Hope and Christopher Nelson.
And their opponents, first, accompanied by the Chosen One, Pac, and from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So yeah, at Bloody Hell.
At 200,
No Hope and Christopher Nelson
Chris
versus
Nelson.
Crusader Craig and Chris Dawbears. So the Asylum could leave that pay-per-view with 2 sets of tag titles and all 4 members being champions. Here tonight, though, where is my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket. Whoa, hold on. Okay, Discord. Sure. Those are... Yeah, okay. Tonight, though, Chris Nelson and No Hope will be taking on Nate Danger and Matt Short, the former members of the Asylum that were kicked out for being jobbers. Did you hear Cesaro left WWE? Yes, we don't use his slave name here. We call him Claudio Castagnoli. Yes, I'm excited to see Cesaro wherever he goes. AEW would be nice just because it's what I watch and I'd get to see him the most, and he's like one of my favorite wrestlers, like ever, just because he's amazing. But I would not mind seeing him in New Japan, get him in that G1. I think his style in New Japan would fit very well. Even New Japan Strong. Maybe I should get tickets to the New Japan Strong show. I could see Cesaro live, maybe. I saw him live, actually, once at Madison Square Garden. But that's WWE. That's not like, you know. I want Cesaro unleashed. Claudio unleashed. Or he could go to Control Your Narrative, which apparently is a promotion and not a stable. Imagine a G1 with Danielson, Claudio, and Punk. That is not happening, but it would be insane. Holy fuck, man. Yeah. I believe Danielson is going to do a G1. There's no way he's not going to do at least one. They gotta throw him in there. Holy fuck, man. I agree. And here comes No Hope, the man that won the Interpromotional Battle Royale at Survival Series. A man that was the second ever RWF Grand Champion. You saw the first earlier tonight, Johnny Gargano. This is the man that beat him. Danielson's definitely going to do a G1. I'd like to see Claudio in one. Punk is a weird pick, but so is Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley doing a G1 was crazy. Speaking of Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson, that tag team, that match is going to slap at Revolution, as the kids say. Danielson-Moxley is going to be something special, I'm pretty sure. Danielson, almost a guarantee. Everyone else, super unlikely possibility. I agree, yes, and a beautiful capture suit play by Chris Nelson to the smaller man, Matt Short. As this is like a final goodbye to Matt Short and Nate Danger from the Asylum, I'd say. This is where it's official that they're being kicked out. I mean, the beating was kind of official, but I don't know if there's going to be a recovery from this. Let's see who can earn some momentum for themselves. A beautiful kick from Matt Short. A superb kick. Danielson Moxley could be match of the night. TBH. Yes, it could. And then if I actually do end up tagging after it, like that, like I said, that tag division is already stacked. Imagine adding Moxley Danielson, and then imagine adding the Briscoes, and then imagine adding the Motor City Machine Guns. I know those things aren't going to happen, but we can imagine. Danielson Moxley tag team actually. I have no idea what Cody Rhodes is doing too. By the way. Oh wait, yeah, I do. He showed up. He debuted for RUW. Yeah, never mind. Cody Rhodes leaving AEW, coming to RUW. He was in the last episode of Showdown last stream. Beautiful 619 around the ring post. Up top, Swanton? No. Nelson gets out of the way. Christopher Nelson, a man synonymous with the RWF Chat Choice Championship, held that title for so long. Could go either way. Whoa! Going for some kind of fireman's carry move. Matt Short flips out of it just to get caught in the corner. Big Boot now fighting out as the Asylum implodes. It's hard to argue that dropping Nate Danger and Matt Short and picking up No Hope wasn't an upgrade for the Asylum. It's very hard to argue that, so I don't think I will. This new Asylum with No Hope in it, Christopher Nelson, Feck, and the Destroyer. You got 4 beasts. Don't get me wrong, Nate Danger, Matt Short, talented. Nate Danger actually has the word beast right on his cock there, right in his pants. You can see it. His trunks, I should say. But I don't know if they're on the level of No Hope. In fact, I know they're not. But they have been tagging longer than No Hope and Nelson, and they could get a big win tonight. No, kick out from Hope. They've been tagging longer. They have better synchronization. What's going on? What else is on Revolution? Oh, they announced like some clusterfuck Hardy Party match. I think it's Sting, Darby, and Sammy against Andrade, Matt, and one of the private parties. Is one of them injured? I don't remember. Punk winning makes sense because him and MJF would be one-on-one, but MJF winning also makes sense because he's the best heel in AEW. It depends. It depends if Double or Nothing is MJF Hangman or not. If Double or Nothing is Hangman Adam Page versus MJF, then he has to win. But he could not. It could not be that. Like there's plenty of easy challengers for the Hangman, old Hanger. You could do as far as heels, you got Malachi Black, Andrade. Andrade is a little lower on the card right now, but he could easily be boosted up to that. Andrade versus Sammy's actually tonight. I think it was filmed already. I think Rampage is not live. But I did not look into the spoilers. So, it's new to me. Yep, you just gotta think, who will be facing Mr. Hangman? You got Miro. Returning Miro would work. But yeah, if it's gonna be MJF at the pay-per-view, then he's gotta beat Punk at Revolution. If not, then he doesn't have to. Andretti versus Sammy Guevara. Yes, that is tonight. But I'm talking about possible challengers for Hangman and all the heels they got that are at that level, potentially at least. Like Malachi, it would be easy to boost him to that level because he's kind of right on the cusp of it anyway. Miro would be very easy. I'm pretty sure after one return, people would be down for it. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Andrade has had some pretty damn good matches. That mostly with Pac. Those Pac matches were both phenomenal. This Pac is great. And Andrade with the right opponent is good. Is very good. Yeah, so besides Andrade, Malachi, Miro, MJF, I don't know who would be next for Hangman. You can't do heel Christian because it would take way too long for that storyline to play out with Jungle Boy. I think that's just not happening anytime soon. And if it does happen soon, it still won't be time to transition from that to Christian versus Hangman. Look at this. I like when you see some of the tag team corner moves that don't happen too much. It's a nice. I think the Bucks do that, right? The power bomb into the kick, the NZ. Beautiful gentleman's clutch suplex from Nelson. Hey, they got Buddy Matthews now, so he could be at that level. I do like the story they're telling going into Revolution. By the way, I'm a little iffy on They can do Jay White Hangman. Goddamn. Depends how long Jay White's gonna be around and what New Japan thinks about it. Double or Nothing could be that New Japan AEW mix show. And that is it. The Shield Bomb. Can't think of anyone else. Yeah. Besides, like I said, Jay White, but that barely counts. And Buddy Matthews just got there, but you could do something with that. I like the story with Adam Cole because there is history there, obviously. Adam Cole is always seen as above Hangman. And I would have said heel Moxley, but he's doing stuff with Danielson. Yeah, heel Moxley ain't happening. I don't think it's going to be heel Kingston either. I think the Kingston Jericho story is going to go beyond this pay-per-view. So I don't think it's going to be either of them. Yeah, there was a point where Moxley versus Hanger was the obvious one. Ain't anymore. Here we go. This match is not on the card on Discord because it was kind of added last second. Vulcan versus Feck. No entrances. Because Feck was already out there and Vulcan not getting one. This was added because otherwise the stream would be very short because the Trios match was on the last stream. Things are all out of whack. If they built up Powerhouse Hobbs, you could do him, a little feud with Hangman. Yeah, like a TV match like they did with Lance Archer. Makes sense to me. I doubt they would, yeah. King Taz. Brian Cage on his return, maybe. Because Brian Cage, you remember, beat him before the last Double or Nothing show. Kind of shocked him, beat him with the drill claw. And the news is that Brian Cage might actually come back to AEW. That maybe he's not, like his contract isn't being expired and let go. It seems that as more and more things open up, so the big problem with Brian Cage, I think, was that he was unvaccinated, so he wasn't, like, they couldn't use him in certain places. I think that was the issue. But I think more and more states are now not doing that bullshit anymore. So I think he's going to be able to do more. I think that's what's going on. I'm not sure. The rumor is that for a long time was that Brian Cage was gone, and now it's that, oh no, he's not gone. Pac Hangman would make a lot of sense considering they had the feud that started AEW. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't think I said it, but I don't think they're gonna do something like. I think Pac is he's in the tweener role. Him and all of Death Triangle, honestly. So I guess they could. And the match would be amazing. So they have a lot of ways they could go. As good as that match would be, I doubt that's a pay-per-view main event match. But then again, they did Christian. Kenny Omega as the main event, and it was awesome. So maybe Tony seems to be a man after my own heart sometimes. So Pac Hangman could do that at Double or Nothing. He main evented the last one with Orange Cassidy against Omega. Pac or Penta versus Hangman would be a great feud. At least a great match. Yeah. Penta Hangman is for sure not a pay-per-view level match because as much as I fucking love Pentagon, I don't think he's like in the ring at the level of a lot of the other people we're naming. But I could definitely see it on TV, especially to build up a Pac Hangman rematch. And imagine, oh dude, remember that Phoenix Omega on TV? That match was sick. Phoenix Hangman could be good too. Phoenix is just great, so obviously depending on whenever Phoenix returns. Big Lariato from Feck. AW is in a good spot right now. I'm excited. Wardlow Hangman for title. Yes, you could do that. I don't know what's going on with Wardlow. This Wardlow thing, I think, is going to last a long time. I mean, it could happen out of nowhere at any time, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to last a long time. Would you fuck Wardlow over? You could. The story could be like, hey, the story's pretty obvious. MJF fucks over Wardlow because he thinks it would be easier to beat Hangman than to beat Wardlow. Or he wanted to do it himself. Or, you know, you could do it where it makes sense. Pretty easy peasy like. Front neck lock here from Feckelstein. Feckleberry Finn. Wardlow is interesting. It's dude. Their roster's so stacked. It's so hard. It's so hard to think ahead. I think Hangman, MJF, Wardlow is like too obvious as far as the AEW World Championship goes. So I don't think that's what it's going to be. I really hope Adam Cole doesn't win at Revolution. And I think with the storyline going in, he can't win. The storyline going in is that Adam Cole came in with all this buzz and everything was looking great and he's beating everyone. But now he's got Red Dragon there, now Jay White's there in the Bucks. The whole story going in is that he bit off more than he can chew. And Revolution is supposed to be his big day, but his friends are all going to ruin it. Red Dragon and the Young Bucks not getting along is going to ruin it. I think that's what the story is. That's what's being presented, is that it's the biggest match of his fucking career, and his friends are going to ruin his moment. His posse, as it were. No way Adam Cole wins unless AEW just feels like doing a random ass swerve. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Because Adam Cole main eventing the show in general is clearly not something that was... that's not like super long-term planning. Because they didn't know they were going to have Adam Cole. Him being in the title match is actually... I wouldn't say on the fly. But it's proof that they're not like that everything is not super long-term booked. And there's no room for changing anything. It's proof of that. I do wonder who originally was supposed to main event Revolution against Hanger. But maybe there was no one, and Hangman was the last one champion he had planned, or at least like specific champion challenger pay-per-view. I don't know how far ahead he thinks about the pay-per-view main event matches. I don't know. When Jeff Hardy comes to AEW, that's going to be fun too, since Jeff is a guy that can main event any show too. Oh my god, we were talking about the tag division earlier, and I didn't even bring up Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy happening. Jesus. I'm so happy that Red Dragon's there. That Battle Royale, the end of that Battle Royale on Dynamite was very good. The end of it. Not just the finish, but the whole like second half of the match I think was very good. Very good, very good. Okay, now put the boots to Feck. Feck and Vulcan feuded over the Chance Choice Championship for a long time in RWF. Blunt Force Trauma. That's what that move is called. I believe Eli Drake did it. He's now known as LA Knight, of course. I love LA Knight. Don't be wrong, I don't watch NXT 2.0, and I didn't really watch NXT when he's on it. I didn't watch much Impact either when he was on it. But I can say with absolute certainty that Eli Drake / LA Knight is one of the best promos in this business at the moment. Because he goes in there with 1,000,000% confidence in himself. And with that mic. And that alone, not many other people have the confidence that man has when holding the mic. So good for him. Jeff Hardy is a believable challenger for any world champ. Yes, he is. I'm shocked that they didn't realize that and do something with Roman. Wait, did they? Maybe they did do a Jeff Hardy Roman match. I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention, so they might have done it. I don't think they did though. Speaking of wrestling, there's wrestling on the screen. Feck just tapped out Vulcan with the Danielson special. No, they didn't actually. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Love the Danielson special. That butterfly suplex into the armbar. I really wish they would add the Mighty Mouse, the Demetrius special, I guess I would call it. Which I don't understand why. Yeah, there was a UFC show.
The chosen one.
I guess a year ago, more than that now. Anyway, the point is, Mighty Mouse had this guy in a waistlock. He German suplexed him, but held on to the arm. He like German suplexed into an armbar. I really hope that is put into a wrestling game at some point. I hope someone puts that in their moveset in real life. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The Mighty Mouse waistlock suplex into the armbar was awesome. The Demetrius special is what I will call it.
Making his way to the ring.
Here comes Lio Rush. There is the RUW Cruiserweight Champion Speedy behind him. Of course, in the Discord you can see this match about to take place is Lio Rush versus... That sounds insane. It was. It really was. Lio Rush versus Prince Puma, who will be unmasked. Unmasked? Wait, was he already unmasked? I think he was. Yes. We now know with 100% certainty who Prince Puma is, because he lost that mask versus mask match at Deus Vault. And on the episode of Venom after that, it was revealed he was, in fact, Ricochet. I know this is a shocking development. No one saw coming. No one knew who Prince Puma was. But yes, it is indeed Rick O'Shea going one-on-one, mano-a-mano with Lio Rush here on Venom. I could see Danielson doing that. Yeah. Dude, the Dragon Screw reversed into the Danielson stomps. That was awesome. That was great. I thought Moriarty Danielson was better, but I thought Garcia versus Danielson was also very good. There he is, Ricochet, the IWA Platinum Champion. Coming out to the ring, I believe, with the owner of IWA, Dean Stevens. So you have Dean Stevens and Tyler Flight, Speedy, on opposite sides in this ring. Is Lio Rush still doing things in AEW? I believe he is gone from AEW. Gone. Haven't seen him lately. Yep.
Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds.
IWA Platinum Champion Ricochet.
Wrestling champion.
Yeah, Lio Rush is not there.
Ricochet.
If you think that title looks bad, do not blame me. Blame Dean Stevens, the owner of IWA, the top shagger. Tonight's episode of Venom brought to you by Nice Cold Water. Damn, that was a pointless AEW run for Lio Rush. Yeah. I think it just wasn't working out between him and Tony. He didn't do shit, really. He had some good matches, and that was pretty much it. He was the Joker at Double or Nothing, so that was big, and then he had the stuff with Dante Martin. But I think that's all getting transitioned into Matt Sydal, and... Well, Matt Sydal actually now is Moriarty instead. And yeah, Leo took Dante from Sydal, but now he's gone, and Sydal's now Sydal's with Lee, and now Dante is kind of with Jay Lethal a little bit. It's weird. I thought it was funny because I thought at one point Lio Rush had a pretty good chance of winning the Dynamite Diamond Ring with his like crypto businessman moneymaker persona. I thought it would kind of make sense. But no. Lio Rush is out. I think there was some Twitter stuff where black people were mad at Tony Khan, and Lio Rush was part of that. And I think they just mutually left it. I think him and Tony mutually decided, let's separate. Is what happened. You cannot satisfy people on Twitter. So do not try, Tony. Do not try. Oh, so Lio Rush was stupid. Yeah. He's known to be stupid. Remember when he retired? Yeah. Lio Rush is not a smart man, but he is a great wrestler. I saw him live at New Japan Strong in Dallas, and I can safely say he is the fastest human being I've ever seen. I saw him versus Taichi Ichimori, and oh my god, they were insane. It was incredible. The speed at which those two wrestled was insane. Anyway, Ricochet, Lio Rush here. Big shoulder tackle, down and out goes Rush. We have two members of FUS on opposite sides. As I stated before, in this Cruiserweight matchup, winner of this match, of course, will get a shot at Speedy, the Cruiserweight champion, at Bloody Hell. Big drop kick there from Rush. One of those annoying cases where if he wasn't the stupidest person, he could be amazing. Yeah. Yeah. But he is real stupid. It's up. Yeah, remember his thing with Mark Henry on Twitter too? Why? Let's just not use Twitter. Let's just stop Twitter. Let's just delete Twitter. Everyone needs to just get together and say we're not going to use Twitter anymore. And then everything is going to be better. Look at this. Doing the Will Ospreay. Tucks him in a package and then the super kick to Ricochet. Lio Rush looking to get the win. Looking for a corner move, but no, the owner of that Platinum Championship held by Ricochet, Dean Stevens, has some words for Rush in a DNF. How fitting. I did not book that. That was nice. Dean Stevens, distraction, and then a DNF from Ricochet. That was sick. Twitter was deleted, the world would be legit 90% better, no joke. Yeah, probably. I wonder if Layla Hirsch is going to be allowed on television after this Russia invasion of Ukraine. Look at this. Whoa! Lio Rush doing all the Will Ospreay moves. Ricochet sees it coming, though, and hits the Miz DDT. Shout out to his favorite WWE wrestler, The Miz, from Ricochet. Look at this. Beautiful DDT. Swinging DDT. Rush now looking to hit a corner move again, maybe? No. Ricochet a little too close. Flips him up, going for the body slam, maybe? No. Reversing the Scorpion Death Drop. Big body slam guy is CM Punk recently. Dude, that CM Punk match with MJF went like 40 minutes or something. Very entertaining. I'm probably the only person who just doesn't give a fuck about the Russia Ukraine shit. I just can't care anymore. Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything about it, right? So, it's hard. Beautiful face buster there from Ricochet. I don't know what variant you would call that. But the point of what we just saw is Lio Rush got dropped on his head. But now looking for that tornado enziguri, and he lands it on Ricochet. But no, Dean Stevens protecting his investment. Of course, that being Ricochet, the IWA Platinum Champion, and inverted Frankensteiner there. Reverse Frankensteiner? Whatever you want to call it. Spiking Rush on his head, and an enziguri from Ricochet again. Punk MJF was amazing. I agree. And it was on free TV. TV for free. Dude, when they came out and it was supposed to be the main event and there was like 45 minutes left in the show, I was like, okay, this is going to be something special. And it was very good. It felt so old school, but the crowd was into it. And I was actually at my parents' house and they were watching it too, and they were watching the whole thing. Like, even Felix stopped by and watched the match because it was just so basic. It was just such a basic match, basic story. Everyone, random thought, sorry. No, don't worry about it. Look at this. Oh, I went for the Phoenix Splash Rush, got the knees up. Yeah, everyone was just watching. For 40 minutes, just watching. Another DNF. Very simple match, but a very good match. Yeah, my mom loves CM Punk and Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy. And Bryan Danielson. Those are her guys. Danielson because she watched the Bellas TV show. Punk because she thinks that he is handsome. Does not like the tattoos though. And Jungle Boy because he's Jungle Boy. He's hard not to like, I guess. And Orange Cassidy, I think, is pretty obvious why. That gimmick. She's a big fan of the gimmick. Those are her 4 guys. So, MJF, CM Punk, she enjoyed that a lot. Adam Cole, Orange Cassidy, she enjoyed a lot. And then, of course, that 60-minute draw, Danielson Page. I think those are her favorite matches. She just started watching recently, thanks to Mr. Bryan Danielson. Beautiful 630 from Ricochet. And I would assume that is it. Not many men have kicked out of the 630 and the trend continues. Ricochet gets one more match, one more shot at speed, and that Cruiserweight Championship. It will be the Cruiserweight Champion of RUW against the Platinum Champion of IWA at Bloody Hell. It's also nice to hear people getting into wrestling because of AEW. Well, she got into wrestling because of Total Bellas. Total Divas, I guess. Well, not really, because she didn't watch for a long time after. Yeah, I feel like those shows have been over for a long time, and she just got into it recently. So yeah, AEW. Let's go. AEW actually brought a lot of old wrestling fans back from the dead too. Like after 2016 SmackDown, the whole Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles thing, and then the Wyatt family stuff, and then the way it ended kind of shitty at WrestleMania. I stopped watching wrestling after that, and then or at least stopped watching. Honestly, I did kind of just stop watching after that. Fuck. I did watch like things I heard about, like Jinder Mahal winning the title. I had to watch that, but yeah, I stopped watching for a couple years, and then got back into AEW recently. Like I heard big moments, like I watched Moxley, Jericho, like all the big moments you hear about. I watched, but yeah, I started watching consistently. I think, when did I start watching consistently? Probably in the lead up to Winter is Coming. That first Winter is Coming, I started watching consistently. In the build to Moxley Omega, yeah. So my friends who haven't watched wrestling forever watch AEW now. It's just the best show. And it's almost cursed in a way. Where, like, that last show was very good, and there was very good stuff on it, but it felt like a run-of-the-mill show, because we're so used to the show being goddamn amazing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the main event tonight is Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler finally got his big win over AJ Styles on Raw. Kofi Kingston has been feuding with Seth Rollins all season, and tonight he gets to go against his fellow Federation member, Mr. Dolph Ziggler. And after this main event, there is a Disputed Era update where we can get some lore, some plot developments. Disputed Era, of course, have been looking for Hellcron, Everclaw Ever, and the RWF Grand Championship, and the Stones. We haven't heard, I don't think there's been an update from them in a while. Let's see what's going on with them. They do use such a huge roster of ones, but it might actually work for them. It would, but I don't want it at the same time because of what it would lead to, I think. You know what I mean? It's hard to avoid the bloat issue. And we go front neck lock from Kingston to start things off. Kofi did very well for himself and his team. Oh yeah, these men faced each other in Team Venom versus Team Roar at Survival Series. Team Venom ended up winning that match. Kofi and Dolph were in the final 4. Dolph was actually the final person left from Team Roar. Kofi the second to last from Team Venom. The last was Austin Dynamite, of course. Yeah, I don't want it, but it might legit become necessary for them eventually. Yeah, if they keep expanding like they are. If they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Keep some. Yeah, they'll have to let people go, though. They have with Cody. Cody, I think that opened up some room. I'm a little surprised at the Buddy Matthews thing. But I guess, hey, Omega's out, so let's get Matthews. AEW needs to... Okay, as much as I love the fact that AEW comes to Texas so much, they do need to go to the West Coast and go to Canada and do a show in Japan. That would be sick. They need to get big. They need to make their world championship actually technically a world championship. You know what I mean? Can they please start letting people like Sonny Kiss go? Yeah. Yeah. Keep Joey Janela, though. Went for the cave-in. I guess he hit it. And then a stomp to the head of Ziggler. Beautiful. Good job, Kofi. Yeah, Sonny Kiss, Nyla, let's, we don't need that. We don't need them. Okay? We already got our brownie points from Reddit. Okay. Sonny Kiss and Nyla Rose were signed to keep Reddit happy. Reddit is officially happy, so we can let them go now, right? Please? Beautiful European uppercut. Let's get it done. Into the corner. Kofi now. Kofi actually broke Boaz's ribs at Survival Series, so Boaz was scheduled to take on Jason Jordan on the last Raw. It did not end up happening because that Boaz has been out thanks to Kofi Kingston. So good for him. Eliminated him from that Survival Series match by with a crossbody. Also a bunch of wrestlers that are never on TV they can release. Yeah. The Dark Order. Free up some space. But a lot of great people are never on TV, like Jay Lethal. So, I don't know. We will see. And I like some of the people that aren't on TV, like the Pretty Picture, the Peter Avalon group. I like them. But I guess 2.0 is just better goons than Avalon and JD Drake and Ziggler's brother. Cesar Bononi. Yeah, I love those jobbers. Michinoku driver there from Kofi. Double leg takedown from weird. Hey, we're talking about Ziggler's brother. In the ring is Dolph. I like some of them too, but being real, you're paying people for nothing. Yeah. 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 I know. Cover here. Tony needs to realize. I think he does. And it is sad because a lot of that is like in a way the heart and soul of AEW. Like I don't like Kip Sabian. So get rid of him. But I do understand that Kip Sabian has been there since the beginning. And some of those guys, it's just like, I don't know. Peter Avalon especially. Like, he's useless. But that's like the heart and soul of this company, Peter Avalon, bro. That's not true. Oh, man, the referee just completely screwing over Kofi here. Kofi should have won with that pop-up powerbomb. Kofi now going for the Trouble in Paradise. And he hits it on Mr. Siggles. We just went through a hellacious contest on Roar against Styles that might be in Kofi's favor. Cover here. And no, Ziggler kicks out. Jimmy Havoc was important to the show for a long time. They got rid of him. But I think that was because of allegations. Oh no, Kofi, your ass. You broke your ass, homie. Oh my god, he was going for the Fandango, the last dance. The top rope leg drop did not pay off. And now Ziggler further splitting apart the cheeks of Kingston. Where's that referee? He was trying to fuck on me. Dude, I love Cody. I'm gonna miss Cody. I know a lot of Redditors weren't big fans of Cody, but I was. There it is, springboard, punch, drop kick, ducks the line from Ziggler, and a cave-in. Cameron Grimes, cave-in. A big problem with AEW is there's too many great wrestlers now. There's too many great wrestlers. Like, if I think of great wrestlers that aren't in the company that I would immediately sign if I was Tony, Claudio Castagnoli, who's at ringside with Seth Rollins. Also, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, Cameron Grimes, AJ Styles, like, Josh Alexander. There's too many good people. There's too many good people. That was a pretty rad sequence right there. That crossbody from Kingston. The TNA kick. I think there was a Trouble in Paradise attempt reversing the Famouser. That was pretty rad. Good action between Ziggler and Kingston. I feel like these two have had great matches in the past, or at least good matches in the past. Feuding over probably like the US title. Back in the dark era of WWE, like 2009, and everything sucked. But these two probably did their best to make it not suck as much. I was hoping this Cody thing was a work, leading to him getting a new contract to negate his old one where he could fight for the AEW title. Bobby Roode in AEW would be an interesting one, even though he's older. His mic works phenomenal if you let the guy talk. Yeah, Bobby Roode, longest reigning TNA Impact champion in history. And he deserved it. The whole thing where James Storm finally wins the title, and then like a week later Bobby Roode takes it from him. That was a damn shame, but also it was awesome. Beer Money, oh my god, America's Most Wanted. Dude, TNA had its moments. Another famous, so there it is. Ziggler, big win over Styles, following it up with a big win over Ziggler. No, it's a big win over Kofi. Ziggler can't beat Ziggler because he is Ziggler, unless Ryan Nemeth went to WWE and they gave him the name Ryan Ziggler, and then he could beat Ziggler. But that's not the case. Trouble in Paradise. What a back and forth. It ends with Kofi hitting a second Trouble in Paradise. And if I'm the Federation, I'm worried. Cover here, shoots the half. Leg hooked. And Kofi picks up the win after a great main event against Dolph Ziggler. I believe next week, Kofi is going to get his match. Yeah, I think next week we'll do Kofi Rollins. AJ Styles needs to come to AEW 1, have his match with Kenny 2, win the world title if he hasn't won.
Kingston.
Well, the AEW title's new, so it's not that big a deal that he doesn't have it. But, yeah, I love AJ. But if he wants to just sit pretty and make a shitload of money... Oh, yeah, I was speaking of wrestlers that are great earlier. Shinsuke Nakamura, I forgot his name. Here we go, the Disputed Era update. Last time we saw them, they broke into NASA, stole a space shuttle, and they've rocketed into space. And here they are, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roddy Strong. And it seems that using their rocket ship, they are in space. Their opponents tonight, some alien. Shinsuke, I don't know what he's still doing in WWE. You know what Shinsuke is doing in WWE? He's coasting, making a shitload of money, and he gets to surf. He just got fucked over there. Hey, you know what? He's making money. Make money. That's what's important. He had his run in New Japan, and he won the Royal fucking Rumble, and he had a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. So he's sitting pretty. I feel like he was just Intercontinental Champion for a long, long time. I mean, no one knows he had the title and he didn't do anything. But they just gave him a long-ass reign, just like they did with Dean Ambrose in the U.S. title. So, you know, he's making money, holding titles, winning Rumbles. So he's been pretty successful all in all. And he gets to just chill and surf at the end of the day, which is all he wants to do, I think. He's a surfer. That's a Xenomorph, a Toy Story alien, and one of the aliens from Avatar, it looks like. So yeah, the Disputed Era are in space officially, and they are beating up aliens. Roderick Strong goes after the Xenomorph. Bobby Fish quickly taps out the Toy Story alien. And Kyle O'Reilly doing battle with the Avatar alien. The Disputed Era trying to find out where the Grand Championship, Hellcron, and those Infinity Stones are. The deep lore, the underlying story under the actual wrestling in REW here. It's been a while since we had an update, so I figured it made sense to get out of the way on this show. Thinking about it, I'm really going to miss Cody and AEW. Wow. Dude, Cody is one of those guys, been there since the beginning, and one of the guys that is the heart and soul of the company. Like, it's hard to think AEW not think back to Full Gear, that Jericho-Cody match, where he lost the right to challenge for the title. That was a very important match. The whole Sammy-Cody feud, very important, I think, in my opinion at least. Cody versus MJF. Cody is what got MJF that over as a heel. Cody Wardlow was the first cage match. Cody Brody Lee, that whole feud, the TNT Championship, like he is that title. Like, Cody Wardlow was the first cage match. Cody Brody was the first dog collar. Like, it is going to be weird without him. And he was a big name. He was a big name no matter what anyone thought. In the Disputed Era, I think Bobby Fish might have tapped out all three of them with that fish hook. Deluxe, what he calls it. The Disputed Era interrogating these aliens. I guess they knew something about where to find the stones. And by tapping out, I figure that means they gave up what they know. And that is the end of the stream. That is what's going on with the Disputed Era. And the next show is Bloody Hell pay-per-view. You're going to get a bunch of title matches. I'll put the card in the Discord. It's going to be fun. Want to stream it this weekend. Probably won't. Probably next weekend. Because of stuff going on. But anyway, big win for the Disputed Era. Yeah, AEW Rampages tonight. I'll be watching. Should be fun. Should be good. The build to Revolution. To interrogate. Hey, if someone taps out, that means they're giving up. They're giving up information, buddy. That's what I saw. Makes sense to me. Makes wrestling logic sense. Nice. Anyway. Hey, I will break your leg if you do not tell me what I need to know. That's an interrogation. Alright, Chris. Glad to talk about wrestling with somebody. Because no one I know watches this shit. I guess other than my parents now. But, you know, they just watch AEW. So, to anyone watching this back later, or Chris who was in the chat earlier, I love you all. Bye-bye. See you later.